Hi, it's Barbie here, and I have got back into my walking and my aerobics. And one day I was with my dad, and he bought one of those big tricycles, and he said, let's go around the block. And I jogged with him, and he went around 2 blocks, and I jogged. I didn't even know I had jogging in me, but I jogged, of course, as you know, every now and then I had to stop, catch my breath, and get back to doing it. So that was a bit of surprise. And so since I jogged once this week, I figure I've got to add jogging once a week into my walking. I will go out and jog. That's on one of my walking trips. So I'm back to walking, doing aerobics. It's feeling good to be back into it. I didn't lose a thing this week. But I want to give you an update on my husband. He's been doing keto with me since January 1st. And so it's been a little over 5 weeks. And he's lost 10 pounds. He feels amazing. He did have this pot belly that was really hard, and like the roundness of it has gone away, and it's softer. So I'm sure what he had was not very healthy, and you know, he still needs to lose a little bit there, but that's the only place his weight is, where mine's, you know, throughout. But he feels great. He hasn't had a Tums or any other antacid for the last 5 weeks. He had this skin, like a scratch, a little itch here, a little itch here, and he went to an allergist, he went to a rheumatist, he went to a dermatologist, and nobody could figure it out. And he hasn't had that problem in 5 weeks. So I'm thinking it might have been the gluten. So going low carb, of course, you go away from glutens. So it might have been the gluten. I don't know, but it's working miracles for him. He's doing great, and he feels amazing. So that's the update on him. We're going to the same restaurants. We're eating practically the same food. I do a 1 egg omelet in the morning. He makes it. I appreciate that. And but he mixes it up with, every now and then he doesn't do an omelet, and he does yogurt, so Greek yogurt. And that's about the only difference in our diets. But, you know, it's at beginner spur of losing 10 pounds in 5 weeks maybe. But anyways, I've seen lots of recipes on the internet and in cookbooks. I've had a hard time finding the liquid sweeteners and the egg protein powders and other powders, xanthan gum. I was able to find almond flour and coconut flour at my local Publix or commissary where I go. But the other items I went online and ordered up this week. So I'm going to try to mix it up a little and make some more interesting things to eat here in the house. And maybe it'll keep me out of restaurants. And, you know, you ask for things in a restaurant to be cooked in butter. You ask for no sugar to be added, but you really don't know unless you're doing it yourself. So, you know, in a restaurant, you have to trust who's doing it. And I've talked to a lot of cooks out there that have worked in restaurants, and they said their ultimate goal is to make the food taste good. So if somebody believes that something needs a little sugar in it, they might not add as much, but they may be adding sugar to something you requested not. So to have control, more control of it, I plan on eating at home more. This week, now that I've jogged and it didn't kill me the next day, all my muscles didn't hurt so badly. So along with my walking, each week I'm going to add 1 day of jogging in. So it's probably fast walking compared to most people's jogging, but it is, you know, it's lifting the knees up and you know, moving more. So it's not fast walking, it's jogging, but it's not a pretty sight. But I'm going to add that in this week and create something with this, make my diet a little more interesting. And I keep thinking there's a swoosh. There's a swoosh out there. You know, the swoosh of you gained weight or you plateaued and you're doing good. You're following all the rules and nothing's happening. So it's got to be a swoosh out there for me very soon. Okay, so have a good week. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.